What if the people controlling your life aren't even aware they're doing it? Most people are blind to the psychological warfare happening around them. They wonder why they can't say no, why they feel manipulated, and why certain people always get their way. They think it's charm or luck. It's not. It's calculated. Dark psychology reveals an uncomfortable truth. Every interaction contains hidden influence tactics. Some people use them consciously. Others remain victims forever. These tactics are being used on you right now. The question is, will you understand them and protect yourself, or stay defenseless? Today, I'm revealing 5 dark psychology tricks that instantly work in any situation. The essence isn't to manipulate others, but so you can recognize when you're being manipulated and navigate social dynamics with your eyes open. Knowledge is protection. These aren't theories from dusty textbooks. They're advanced techniques from decades of research into emotional manipulation, influence, and social power. By the end, you'll spot manipulation before it traps you, understand the psychological triggers manipulators use, and have tools to protect yourself in any social situation. But before we get into the video, just do me a favor by kindly subscribing and turning on that notification bell, and sharing this video for others to learn from it. Alright, let's get into the business of unraveling dark psychology tips and tricks together. Starting with tip number 1, the dark psychology of strategic silence. This dark psychology tip instantly puts you ahead. Silence is a weapon, and most people have no defense against it. When you ask someone a question and they give a weak answer, most people immediately fill the silence with their own words. But master manipulators know something different. They simply hold eye contact and say nothing. The discomfort becomes unbearable. The other person fills the silence by revealing far more than they intended. This is one of the silent dominance tactics used in interrogations, negotiations, and everyday power games in conversation. The philosopher Epictetus understood this when he wrote, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." But dark psychology takes this further. Strategic silence isn't just about listening. It's about creating psychological pressure that forces others to expose themselves. Modern research on psychological dominance techniques shows that silence triggers anxiety in most people. Studies reveal that humans can typically tolerate only 3-4 seconds of silence in conversation before feeling compelled to speak. Master negotiators and manipulators use this. They wait, they watch, and they let you defeat yourself. Here's how to use this dark psychology trick ethically. Step 1. In any negotiation or difficult conversation, after someone speaks, pause for 5 seconds before responding. Step 2. Maintain calm eye contact. Don't break first. Watch them become uncomfortable and often reveal their true position or offer concessions. Step 3. Use this to protect yourself too. When someone uses silence on you, recognize it. Don't fill their silence. Match it with your own. This is becoming a master manipulator of situations, not people. You're using techniques to control any situation by understanding the psychological triggers at play, and this power grows when combined with our next technique. Tip number 2, mirroring, the covert influence technique. One of the most powerful dark psychology tricks that instantly works is mirroring, subtly matching someone's body language, speech patterns, and energy. This technique isn't new. The ancient Stoics practiced empathy through perspective taking. Marcus Aurelius wrote about understanding others by seeing through their eyes. But dark psychology weaponizes this natural tendency. When you mirror someone's posture, gestures, and speaking style, their subconscious registers you as like them, and humans trust people like themselves. Research on advanced body language tricks shows that mirroring increases likability by up to 60% without the other person consciously noticing. This is covert influence in social settings at its finest. Salespeople use it, therapists use it, and those who master social dynamics use it constantly. This is how to instantly read a person and make them feel understood without saying a word. Neuroscience reveals that mirror neurons fire in our brains when we observe someone similar to us, creating unconscious rapport. This is one of the psychological hacks for instant influence that works 99% of the time. Here's your practical application in 3 steps. Step 1. In your next important conversation, subtly match the other person's body language. If they lean in, you lean in. If they cross their arms, wait 30 seconds, then do the same. Step 2. Match their speech pace and volume. If they speak slowly, slow down. If they use certain words repeatedly, Incorporate those words. Step 3. Watch how quickly rapport builds. They'll feel inexplicably comfortable with you because their subconscious recognizes you as one of them. But be warned, manipulation defenses include recognizing when someone is mirroring you too perfectly. If you notice someone matching your every move, they may be using this dark psychology technique on you. Now, let's explore an even darker tactic. Tip number 3, the foot in the door technique. Keep watching because this particular dark psychology secret will wow you. Here's why. People who agree to small requests become psychologically committed to agreeing to bigger ones. This is psychological manipulation at its most insidious. Always start with something trivial. Can you hold this for a second? And the person begins seeing themselves as someone who helps you. Then you escalate. Since you're already helping, could you also? Before they realize it, they've committed to something they never intended. The Stoics warned about this. Seneca wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." This applies to commitment too. Once you've invested a little, you crave completion. Dark psychology exploits this human tendency. Modern research confirms this as one of the most effective techniques to control any situation. Studies show that people who agree to a small request are 300% more likely to agree to a larger related request later. Why? Cognitive consistency. Humans need to see themselves as consistent. If you helped once, you must be a helper. This is how to manipulate people without them knowing through gradual commitment escalation. This technique appears everywhere in covert emotional manipulation, cult recruitment, toxic relationships, and high-pressure sales. Understanding it protects you. Let me show you how to recognize and use it ethically in 3 steps. Step 1. Recognize when someone makes unusually tiny requests that seem harmless. Ask yourself, is this leading somewhere? Step 2. To use it ethically, start with genuine small asks that benefit both parties. Build trust before requesting more significant commitments. Step 3. Always give people an honorable exit. True influence respects autonomy. This is how to use dark psychology for success without crossing ethical lines. You understand the mechanism without exploiting it maliciously. But here's where things get really interesting. Tip number 4. Reading micro-expressions. The instant advantage. If you want to know how to instantly read a person's true feelings, watch their face before they can control it. Micro-expressions are involuntary facial expressions that flash across someone's face in 1/25th of a second. Too fast for them to fake, but slow enough for trained observers to catch. These reveal true emotions before the conscious mind can mask them. This is cold reading techniques combined with body language analysis, giving you access to information others don't know they're broadcasting. Ancient philosophers couldn't name micro-expressions, but they understood deception. Epictetus taught, if you would be a reader of hearts, study your own. Modern psychology has formalized this into reading body language to gain an advantage in any interaction. Research by Dr. Paul Ekman identified 7 universal micro-expressions: anger, disgust, contempt, fear, happiness, sadness, and surprise. When someone says, "I'm fine," but flashes anger across their face, you know the truth. This is one of the psychological tricks in negotiation that gives master manipulators their edge. They see what you're not saying. This is spotting manipulation red flags before they trap you. When someone smiles but their eyes flash contempt, you're dealing with deception. When they agree but display fear, they're being coerced. Here's how to develop this skill. Step 1. Watch people's initial reactions before they compose themselves. The first expression is usually genuine. Step 2. Study facial action coding, particularly eye movements, lip tension, and nostril flaring. These betray hidden emotions. Step 3. Practice in low-stakes situations. Watch people's faces when they first see something unexpected. Within weeks, you'll notice things others miss. You'll see through social masks. This is mastering social dynamics through enhanced perception. And this awareness becomes even more powerful with our next technique. Tip number 5. Emotional manipulation through reciprocity. This is one of the darker aspects of dark psychology tips and tricks. When you give someone something, their brain becomes psychologically indebted to you. This is reciprocity, one of the most powerful psychological triggers for instant compliance ever discovered. When someone does you a favor, even one you didn't ask for, you feel obligated to return it. Skilled manipulators exploit this mercilessly. Marcus Aurelius understood both sides of this. When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, The people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. He recognized that not all gifts are genuine. Some are strategies. This is emotional manipulation explained through the lens of false generosity. Research shows that reciprocity is so powerful that it works even when the initial gift is unwanted. Studies found that when waiters gave diners a mint with the check, unsolicited, tips increased 23%. 2 mints, tips increased 63%. This is how to get what you want using dark psychology. You manufacture obligation. This appears in toxic relationships as love bombing, overwhelming someone with affection and gifts to create psychological debt. It appears in business as free samples designed to trigger purchasing. Understanding this protects you from coercive control techniques. Here's how to navigate reciprocity ethically. Step 1. Recognize when someone gives unsolicited favors. Ask, what do they want in return? Step 2. If you accept a favor, clearly state your boundaries. Thank you, but please know I can't guarantee whatever they might ask for. Step 3. To use it ethically, give genuine value without expectation, but recognize that reciprocity will still activate naturally. This is the art of subtle suggestion through generosity, real or manufactured. But the next technique operates at an even deeper level of psychological warfare in relationships. My final thoughts. You now have 5 dark psychology tricks that help you see what's really happening beneath surface interactions. Here's what matters. Knowledge of dark psychology isn't about becoming manipulative. It's about becoming unmanipulatable. It's recognizing power games before you lose, spotting manipulation before it traps you, and having influence while maintaining integrity. Which trick surprised you most? Have you experienced these manipulation techniques? Share your story in the comments. Your experience might protect someone else. If this opened your eyes to psychological dynamics you'd never noticed, hit that like button. Your engagement helps us reach more people who need this. If you're committed to mastering social dynamics and never being caught off guard by manipulation again, subscribe to Mindshift Labs and turn on notifications. Share this with someone, whether they're in a toxic relationship, dealing with a manipulative colleague, or simply want to navigate life with their eyes wide open.